So, here we are on a Tuesday morning, about to have a nice walk before the rain comes in. We're out on the Barossa Valley side of Galway, Kalbeeba. This is an unnamed road. It is on the eastern side of Allendale Road, and we're going right up over the hill, down into Cockatoo Creek, and then up the other side. I've got him on the lead for the second because the car's just coming. This is a new home, obviously, under construction. Far enough away from the road now, so I'll take him off the lead. Hey! Here! Well, we're here at the highest point on this side of Cockatoo Creek, which we're going to go down and up and down and up and down into the creek. And this is where the old quarry was, which has been rehabilitated really well. That's back towards the hills up at Kapunda, over to Udunda and Barossa Valley that way. And there used to be a trigonometry point up there, but I guess they don't need it now with sat-nav. Bit of wind coming up, weather, can't really see it coming in apart from the wind. Anyway, let's keep going, dog, find some kangaroos for you to run after. Dog is standing by one of these trail markers, which has obviously been there for a long time. Some of them are a bad state of repair. So it's obvious we are allowed to be here. This is publicly mapped road. Can't find any name for it, nor can I find a walking trail. I've been hunting on the walking trail sites in the Adelaide Hills. This particular place is, well, Kalbeeba at the other end. Cockatoo Creek is marked, and we come out of the park at the other end, but I don't know how to find the trail from the other end. Well, you can, if you see the fence line here, the fence line is a straight line all the way to the park, so you can see where that green paddock is right at the other end. I don't know whether we're going that far. I think we're going to just the gum trees on the hill this side of it, but we'll see. We'll be staying on the left hand side of the fence line all the way, so we know we're in this chain width road. We've got one more hill to go, well, a valley to go down and a hill to go up, and then we go down into the creek valley the other side of that. But this is an interesting spot here. There was an attempt to run an aquaculture venture on these hillsides. You can see where the different growths are sort of in circles, where the ponds were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ponds gradually going down the hill, then one presumes recirculated. One wonders how, one thinks that in the driest state, on the driest continent, an aquaculture farm's a good idea, outdoors. Such is life. As we crest this hill here with Cockatoo Creek right down in the gully, it's a nice place to get a line of sight on the fence and see where it's going up, halfway up that hill on the other side. So as long as we stay on this side of the fence, we're on the surveyed road. About to descend. The surveyors put this road through here. Goodness knows how they thought any bullock cart or horse and cart. The guy I've been coming here for 40 years or so, indeed before that house was built, before this new fence was in, and I used to follow the fence line down that ridge because I thought it was where the road went, but there's some private property if you turn right and follow that, and the guy's just fenced it, I think, for convenience, and now is fencing right down in the gully, the river gully, where we're going straight through there, and we'll keep following the fence line up the other side and you can see various people have got their houses at vantage points. And there's an old one, had no roof on when I first saw it, but they've obviously made an attempt to restore it. Anyway, let's see how we go. Got my new boots on, so hopefully I won't feel as much like I'm going to slip. It's hard to get a taste of how steep it is. And we haven't got to the steep bit yet, really. But you can see the fence line. There's a little dropper over there, so we're well inside the chain road here. I went down that side the other day thinking it might be better, but I came back up this way and I think it's the least steep. He's so nimble. You might have seen him on the rocks at the dam video I took the other day. He just susses it all out. Nimbly hops from one rock to another. You can smell kangaroos, can't you? We did see one before. I just switched off the camera. For me. This is the most fun, steepest bit until we get the other side of the creek. We will see some kangaroos once we get through here. So again, there's the boundary on that side. Fence across private property. Well, it's not across private property, that's across the bloody road. And that's why I think they must have had to put a gate on it, because I'm pretty sure it's public road. Anyway, you can see where I think this guy who put that new fence up there, I'm going to say about 10 years ago, thought it was too hard to fence in the gully at that stage. But now he's following the original fence line. You can see the old grandpa post there. There's the original occupation. And he's coming all the way through here. So as long as we stay on this side of these posts, we're on public road. That's my theory anyway. Keeping the camera going here because there's usually kangaroos. So you could see the creek down the bottom of that gully there, down there. Cockatoo Creek comes from somewhere in the region of Cockatoo Valley, which is a couple of valleys over that way. Although when you look at the topographical map, I don't think Cockatoo Creek rises in Cockatoo Valley. I think Cockatoo Creek runs the other way. Where are these kangaroos today? We were down here a few days ago. They were bloody everywhere. There's one. Now they'll all start to run. There they go. There's the dog. There's more kangaroos over on the skyline. You see, here's the fence post from the other side of the chain road, I say. And there's the new fence post. So as long as we're in the cricket wicket's length, we're fine. You're looking at me. Where'd they all go? This wonderful, wonderful creek line here. Like I say, this is a marked walking trail. We'll see another one shortly, I think. It's obviously in disuse and I can't find it on any of the walking trails. Anybody can, that would be great. Out with the old and in with the new. This guy has been building this fence for years. I've watched the string lines go in and the posts be dropped off. The old wire get rolled up. New wire. Looks like it's been down here rusty. And here we are at the low point, lowest point. Quite a nice little creek here. Ooh. For some reason he thinks he can catch it. Damn good exercise for him though. And he'll come back. After that little run, the dog's immersed himself up to his belly, halfway up his chest, in the deepest part of the creek he could find, which is just up here where we're going. Now there's a fence line, so we've got 20, oh look, there's an old trail marker, see? Now it points that way, but it can't be right, because the trail must end 22 yards from here, so let's do a right angle. Trail marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. So there's the fence over there. You can just see the trail marker. This is where the boundary is, and you can see this is obviously a creek crossing, bit of a ford. Deepest little water there, deepest bit of water there. I'm just going to have a wee. And we're still here in this spot. Dogs had a bit of a cool down, and I say the boundary goes straight up that cliff face, but I think here we are, Cockatoo Creek, sulphur crested cockatoo. So this is obviously the way the animals go. I'm going to follow this track up to the top of this little ridge here, and then turn right and get back onto where I believe the road is. Big country trails. Actually quite steep here again. That's where we're going up to the fence. There's a kangaroo over there just watching us, and we've come down that hill, we get a better look. Beautiful little valley this. In the summertime, that creek still has water in it, and I have a paddle and a lay down on a hot day, along with the dog. See that fence over there? Just this side of the green crest. That's where we've come down through that giant gum tree. Now we're up here. When we get up here, we'll be able to back check our bearings. Take a back bearing on the fence. Remember the days when we used to have compasses? You take a bearing and then a back bearing to where you were. Make sure you come the right track. Now that's obviously private property this side of the fence. Oh look, there's a cockatoo. Two of them. I don't have zoom on this camera. It's a fish-eyed sports cam. There's two cockatoos there on gum trees in Cockatoo Creek. How great is that? And that big gum tree on the far side and to the right of the fence. You can see the fence going up the hill. Really good walk this. Definitely glad I didn't do my run this morning. This is going to be good 2.5 hours of reasonable exercise. Obviously can't get through there. Don't want to go trespassing along with my dog. No sheep in the paddock, so it's okay. But it's great, isn't it, that these public walks are still available to us if we just had a little bit of a hunt. Again, I'm just keeping my mind on the... Holy shit, we can't get down there. Going up that ridge wasn't such a good idea. There's a fence as it comes down that side. It's a fairly steep bit and shit, nearly tripped over. Went for a fly down there. I'm not going to bother climbing down there. I'm going to go back to where we came, or to that point over there. So the walking trail was correct, and that it pointed you around there. They must have had special permission just to walk through to create the trail and go around the headland. So when we come back, we'll continue walking around the headland, but this time I'm just going to go down here, meet up with the trail. I wonder if there's a marker pointer, place where it turns around. In fact, look, let's go and have a look. Because sometimes they're nice pools of water underneath the steepest cliffs. So where the dog went for a swim before is just round that corner down there. Here the cockatoos, they're still up in the same tree. Talking to each other. Well, that didn't sound like a cockatoo, did it? No big pools of water here that I can see, not even flowing, so the spring must be down there. Anyway, we'll follow this around there till we come to the fence line again at the bottom of that cliff I was just at the top of. Quite enjoying this, haven't been here before. Oh, it's not quite true. I've been here once. I normally just stop at the creek and turn back. One time I went up as far as a house. And then I wasn't sure whether I was on private land or not, so I turned around and went back. This time I've surveyed it on the map and could see that the trail, Mark Road, actually goes all the way through to a new woodlands. That's where I'm planning to go to. And then make my way to Allendale Road from there. And then next time I'll be able to do the walk from the other end for the first time. Filming. Okay, so those are the rocky faces that I was up the top of and chose not to walk down. There's a fence coming down the side of them. And we'll go over to that fence and get a bearing about where we're allowed to go. So that's the fence, and oh, there's a bit of wash away there. I wonder if there's water in there. Nope. And so I'm saying, even though that fence stops there, I know it doesn't, there's the old occupation. And again, they've got another gate in here because this is across the public road. And, okay, so we've got both sides here, fenced. This is good. Hey, come. Hey. This new fence here, and he probably won't be able to get through it. So I'll bring him down through the gate. Amazing how obedient he is in a strange place. Here, this way. Good dog. Right. Well, this is good. If we follow this fence here, this new fence, it is pretty clearly on the boundary of the Mark Road with the chain over there. I know I'm being repetitive, but I suppose I'm trying to be if I owned land here, I'd think, what's this guy doing? So I want to make sure I'm in the right place. I brought my long retractable dog lead with me, just in case we come across some poor fencing with sheep, if I can have him on the lead. But so far it hasn't been necessary. All the places where there have been sheep, been good fencing. He saw his first sheep back there near the old trig point a few days ago. He wondered what the hell they were. There's a good path through here. I wonder whether it's part of the woodlands walk that people might be doing. It doesn't look like a kangaroo track because it's not actually worn down. Anyway, this is good. You don't have to watch. We've smelled or seen something. Twenty past 9 we started. Oh, what's that? Some guts. And it's now 5 minutes until we've been walking a full hour. So I thought it'd be a 2.5 hour round trip. So it gives me another 20 minutes, nearly 20 minutes to get to the end. There we go, all the way up the hill. Couldn't get much clearer than this. 2 fence lines. Nobody's pushed through there for a while. Oh, there's a game. You'll be ready for another swim in the creek by the time we get back, won't you? Perspiring again now. It's funny to start off quite cool, and I have to be wary not to wear too much by the time you're walking uphill and down dale. Oh, that's where they're getting through. I'm interested to see what the view is like from the top of this hill. Hoping we'll see the parkland and our destination. Have a look at any signage. Have a drink. Oh, it's good fencing that side. And then head back. Once again we can do our back calculation and see the fence going up the other side of that, well, right up to the horizon. You see we're on the eastern fence line, that's the other fence line there. And the fence line you can see is the western fence line, and the eastern fence line goes up through those trees up the hill. So we just walked all the way down there, all the way up here. I'm sweating like the proverbial. He wants to go that side. No, come here. This, two. Come. Tui. Here. Tui. Come. Good dog. Not that obedient. Had there been any other dogs, people or kangaroos, I can't imagine there would have been any semblance of obedience. As he weighed up the options, I thought he might as well. Well, uphill and down again. I feel like the Grand Old Duke of York without my 10,000 men. There's another French joining in down here, I think. See what happens. I'm interested here. That's the fence line, the eastern fence line of the chain road. There's the other side there. There's a post there that says end. Let's just follow it around this way because, well, there's a kangaroo slip. It goes up there. I'm guessing this is the parkland. Somebody's written end there. I don't know why that is. Obviously there was a fence line here. Maybe this was private land, but there's a stile being put in here, so we're still on that same chain road, and we've come across a walking trail marker again. So I now think that when that points, oh it does, you see. There's a bit of a conglomeration of fences here, but that fence goes up there. This trail goes up there, but I think that's private land, so I think this is the end of the chain road, unless this is a park. So I'm going to, well, where do I go? Where I'm allowed to go? Let's just do back bearing, because that points up there, and that's the old fence up there. So I say the old chain road goes up there, but it's been fenced off with new fencing. And so we'll follow it around here. Oh, just hit my head on a tree, that'll bleed. This fencing here is too similar and joins onto the other fencing for it not to be a parks type thing. And there's I think I know what it is. This is where this road, it branches off, I remember on the map now, branches off to the east and keeps going a long way. I repeat, I don't want to go civil trespassing, but clearly this is a chain road. It's clearly been marked. And it keeps going down there, which is consistent. I'm not doing that walk today. I'm going to go back. I'm going to retrace the gobbledygook that can get of intersection of trails here, because that's why I couldn't work it out when I was trying to get through from the Allendale Road. And sometimes people like to mislead you into thinking that public land is part of private land. It nearly went there. So we go down to that stile, follow the walking trail sign, and if we get questioned, I'll say that's what I did, follow the walking trail sign, which is actually true. That's another big long walk through that way, and I know this road then, this road goes straight up the hill, as I recall. It is a road. I'm just trying to refresh my memory from what I saw on Google Maps a couple of times. Okay, so you see that sign points up there. I reckon this must be the way. It's the way I'm going anyway. There it is, the two sides of the chain road here. One side there, one side there. I reckon that's actually the park through there, but I won't go into it to the shore. No. So we're definitely in a chain wide strip. And I reckon that's the new piece of parkland because of the plantings. And I reckon when we get to the top, we'll see a sign telling us so. And I can come back down the path through it. And I reckon the person I know who owns that property on the right, won't say his name, and post it on YouTube. Some occupation there, sheep yards, corrugated iron shed. I hope this gets me all the way up to Allendale Road. I didn't expect to have to make a right turn though. I reckon they fenced that off unlawfully, because I've read the map. The road actually goes through there, and now I know that this is a park. I won't go on his driveway, because he's obviously chosen to take possession of the public road. Let's go and find this sign. Not giving up without making the road now. Just seems to be all these odd shapes of land holdings. Okay, we've been going for an hour and 20 minutes. No rushing. There's a parkland sign up there, which is quite bizarre. Okay. So that's a fence. This is all parklands up here. Alright. We're allowed to be in here. There's a kangaroo down there. I'm tempted to just walk the roadway back. Why did they put a padlock on parkland? So, my plan is, I'm not going to walk along the road because I've got to have the dog on his long lead all the way. I'm going to go back and this way, instead of trying to work my way through those fences, I'm going to follow this track down to the creek, follow it around to where all those fences met up, and then follow it back. So I've just got this last little bit of video to do. There's a dog over there. It's very open land. Obviously this land has only just come back into trust of some sort as reserve. We've just come down that track there, and it's amazing what you discover. There's down here obviously in somebody's place. You know, if I was in the south of France or something, I'd be really thinking I was in some exotic location rediscovering old occupations. I feel like that here. But what I'm going to do is follow this fence at the bottom till I get back to the walk that takes me all the way back to where I started. Oops, daisy. Even though it means I'm going to have to hop a fence. Plastic pipe. Oh, there's a stile there. So, I'm going to cross here, dog. I'm going to follow this fence. Come. I think we'll stay this side, because I think we're then in the park. I reckon that's a rogue fence there now. And I think there's some fresh solar panels down there, so I'm guessing that's private landowner different to the park. And I think if I stay on this side, people built all this, didn't they? That's what I always think. Somebody built that with such enthusiasm, making a life for themselves. At first I thought it was mud brick, but I think it's rough concrete made with local earth and cement. Bits of fence everywhere. Anyway, this creek has got to join up with our creek. Ooh, and listen, yeah, going downhill. Just going to keep following this for a while. Still following this creek back to where I hope it's going to join on to where I went up the hill where the fence lines were. I'm going to have to print out the cadastral map of this area if I come again, so I know strictly where I'm allowed to be. Whenever I see two lots of fences in a sort of parallel line like that, I think that's an old driving track or public road. Once was, doesn't necessarily mean it hasn't been sold off by council or government to a landowner. It's a wonderful bit of country though. Thought I was filming then, so I don't know what I've missed, but we just crossed the fence back into this public road, the new fencing of the public road. Going to be following it back over the top of the hill to the point where I said, oh, I'm not going that way today. And then we'll be able to turn right and follow the fence line back to the car. Well, that battery's nearly out, but anyway, I'm at the top of this fence line now, just walked up this hill and going down into the gully, and you can see halfway up that hill where the fence is, and there's a house on the top of the hill there. Battery just died on the other sports camera. Might have died when I was back down there. Anyway, we follow that track along the gully, rejoined or joined onto this brand new fencing, which is a kind of a chain width road which goes way over that way, which I'm not going to go today because I've been walking now for nearly an hour and 40 minutes. And we're going to follow the fence line down, and it joins up halfway up that track. There is my original fence line, which I follow all the way back to the car. So let's just, I've got my phone camera going now. It's actually a better camera. Remember, I had the video before where I walked up this far, walked over the hill and said I'm not going that way. And then we came back down here to the fence post which says end. And we went up there, straight up the hill. I say this road goes straight up the hill, and that house's driveway follows the public road until there's a fence across the public road, which I didn't go out of on this occasion. I cut across to find the park, which we did. So here we go. Down here now. That fence line is the road that goes straight up the hill all the way to Allendale Road. I don't think it's the end at all, whoever posted that. I think that's the original occupation. But I could be wrong, which is why I haven't pushed it. Anyway, follow the fence line home. Just laying himself down. I'm going to standing here for a minute. This is back. We're back at Cockatoo Creek now on the way home. This is the last bit of water he'll see. He just found another kangaroo and chased it. He's getting his belly all wet. It's not that deep, but he's actually just laying down. This is a bit of the creek, which has got winter in it. Got water in it right through summer. It's beautiful now. We just got to cross it and head back up the fence line. And here we have the famous fence line. That's the far side. No, that's this side, isn't it? And come back across that. Bit of a ford. I remember we came this way, and so may have lost a little bit where the camera kept stopping on me, but we're now back to this walking trail sign which points me along the fence back to the car. He's just about on his last legs. He's had a swim in the creek though, so there's a kangaroo just up there. There'll be others too behind bushes. There he is, he's hopped up, seeing me. This tree is the most magnificent tree. It's got a huge crown, and it is for me a landmark now because you can see it from Allendale Road, which is over on the crest, and it's Cockatoo Creek down there. So it really marks this gully, and it is just inside the chain road, which we're going back up now. Again, following the fence back to the car. It's amazing how much more quickly it seems to go when you're retracing your steps and know where you're going. Dog lying down to get cool on the grass. Just been chasing a few roos again.